Hi everyone, my name is Anay and I am a P1 and I shadowed a P4 at Banner Family Pharmacy here in Tucson. It was the community pharmacy and it was student P4 Starly. The preceptor or pharmacist that I got to shadow as well was Dr. Byron Patel. And the typical day in a pharmacy, being a pharmacist in this pharmacy, starts at 8 a.m. And the first thing that Starly did was um, look through the website to make sure that the patients that were being discharged from the hospital were picking up their medications. And the main purpose of her doing that is to make sure that the patients don't end up back in the hospital. Um, they are a very busy location, and so they usually always have three pharmacists on duty. Um, and most of the days they also have 4 to 5 techs. It is an outpatient pharmacy, so and they take patients from like pediatrics, cancer, trauma, athletes from the university, older adults, and even just like employees from the hospital as well. I thought it was really nice that they had enough staff because working in a community pharmacy, I see that that is one of the main problems that we have is that there's just not enough staff to fulfill the requirements and make sure that the patient is like receiving the best care. Um, it was very nice that they didn't have any drive-through and there's barely any immunizations that they as pharmacists do. And they get 1 hour lunch, and I thought that was really nice. The pharmacist is in charge of, as in a regular community pharmacy, counseling patients, reviewing prescriptions, and making sure that there are no interactions with other medications. And because they are in the hospital, they are in charge of answering questions from nurses and doctors, physical therapists, everyone that is in the medical team for the patient. They received a lot of calls about like interactions, what the drug's for, and like the best dosing for a patient. They also do take transfers and they take new prescriptions over the phone. So those are like the main things that they do on a day-to-day. I did ask if they had any additional training required, and there was not. I thought that was really nice too. So right after pharmacy school, you can take the NAPLEX, become a licensed pharmacist, and just start working there. Um, and also, they also told me that if you work there for more than 50 years, if you have any student loans, they're forgiven. So I thought that was really, really nice. Her Starly's day-to-day responsibilities, as I previously mentioned, are transferring RXs, taking your prescriptions over the phone. She also like types them into the system and verifies them to make sure that insurance is on file for patients and checks for eligibility insurance wise. And she's also in charge of answering questions from nurses and doctors and making sure that the patients are picking up their medications. Um, if they have not picked up their medications, she has a list. So then she calls the patients later on and see if they maybe picked up their prescription at a different pharmacy or if they for some reason forgot and then they're like, oh yeah, like I'll be on my way to pick it up. She also counsels on new prescriptions as well. Her hours are Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 6:30. But she did have the mo option to do Monday through Friday, 8 to 4. But she was like, "Oh, I prefer having an extra day." So then she has 3 days off and then just does 10-hour shifts Monday through Thursday. The projects that she currently works on are aside from like her daily day-to-day responsibilities. She's currently working on preparing for the NAPLEX as well. And she let me know that her preceptors in her previous rotation also let her work on her models while she was working. And so that's like the main project that she has going on. She showed me her Netflix book. It was like huge. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, that's 4 years from now. Um, she told me that for personal reasons, she's like leaving Tucson after graduation. So she doesn't really have the option to work there. But if she was staying, she would really, really, really like to work at that location. It's really nice, nice hours, fully staffed. What's not to like? Am I right? And so sorry. The other thing I wanted to touch on is um if I personally would love to have an APPE rotation at this site. Um, yes, I would love to do it. I thought I really liked the staff. They were very welcoming. And I would really like to explore a little more on what it is that they do on a day-to-day more than just the I just got the gist of it by shadowing there for 4 hours. But I would like to see what a full day is. Um, Working there and just getting that exposure to a different community pharmacy because at the end it is a community pharmacy. It just has different responsibilities and different, it's a little different. Yeah. I keep saying different. But yeah, I would love to do a rotation there if I had the chance, and I would definitely love to explore a little more that area of pharmacy. Um, I just feel like being in a hospital is a different setting, and I could hear the pharmacy, not the pharmacy, the hospital's like codes, and I thought that was really interesting. Thank you.